Hey, Steve Lewis here with Online Small Biz Coach. In the last video, we talked about installing WordPress on your HostGator uh, hosting package. And what I want to show you how to do here is a basic configuration of WordPress. So what you're going to do is clean up this URL for you. So you're going to go to whatever your domain name is that you installed WordPress on /wp-admin, and you should see this screen here. You're going to enter your admin username and password that you set up in Fantastico and hit login. And then you should see a page that looks like this. This is your dashboard. So the first thing you're going to notice is that you've got some notifications here. So the one next to plugins, we want to go here. We're going to delete Hello Dolly. I'm also going to delete Kismet, and the reason for that is that they license it for free for personal use, but if you're going to run a business site on it, they want you to pay for it, and I have so many websites that I don't want to pay quite what they want. So this is a new plugin here, this Jetpack plugin. I'm not sure what it does, so I'm going to get rid of it for the purpose of this video, and we may explore that at a later date. So the plugins that I like to use, and then I'm going to show you here, there's one called WordPress SEO, and it's by a guy named Yoast, and that's one that you want to install. That's going to give you quite a bit of SEO juice, and this is just sort of the process of installing these. So to install a plugin, you're going to click Add New. The next one is called Use Google Libraries, and that's a performance plugin that requires no configuration. So once you find it, you just click Install Now. Are you sure you want to install this plugin? Okay. And then once it's installed, you're going to have to click Activate Plugin to make it actually work. And then the third one I want to show you is W3 Total Cache, and I've got a video already actually that I'll publish here in the next few days that talks about how to configure W3 Total Cache. It's got a pretty substantial configuration that goes along with it. So that's a caching plugin that deals with site performance and speed, and it's very important as your blog gets bigger to have that on board. Then another one that I like to throw in here is called WP Smush It, and what it does is it compresses any graphics file that you upload and makes your blog faster, makes it load faster, makes it smaller. So it just gives you less overhead. It's a great plugin to have. Just, default, toss it in there once you install WordPress. And then the last one I want to do is called Anti-Spam B, and it's a anti-spam plugin. You're going to get spam comments, and some of them are robots, some of them are real people who go around and just spam blogs, and you have to moderate all of that. So the more that you can get caught by a spam filter, then the less you have to moderate yourself. It just saves you some time and energy. So once you've got your plugins installed, then the next thing you can look at is your themes. So the default theme, if we go here to it's going to be just a real simple, straightforward, it's got a header, it's got a little bit of navigation here, you've got a post here showing, and then your sidebar with recent posts, recent comments. So just so you can see the structure of this, the widgets section is where your sidebar is, and here you see here's the search, recent posts, recent comments, archives, categories, and meta. So you can control all of this that's shown here on the right hand side using these widgets here. You can drop a tag cloud in there. You can drop direct text in there. Depending on what it is that you're trying to do, you can do archives, you can do links, you can do custom menus, you can do quite a bit of things with these sidebars, and then you've got multiple other widget areas here that you can play with. What the theme does is allows you to change the entire overall look and feel of your WordPress blog really quickly. So what you can do is click Install Themes, and let's say that we want one that's going to be blue and orange, because we're dealing with Gainesville, Florida. Click Find Themes, and what you're going to get back is anything that is either blue or orange. And just for the sake of this demonstration, we'll install one here, and it's going to say, are you sure? So you click Install. And what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and activate this so you can see it. When we go back to the website and refresh, we've changed the entire structure of that blog. You can see the post that was in the middle is now up top. The sidebar that was on the right is now on the left. Just have a totally different look and feel to this site without changing any content, and with just one button. And we can actually go back and activate one of the other two default themes that are there when you install WordPress, and take the site back to what it looked like before. So the themes are going to help you with your look and feel, and the plugins are back-end functionality. Then the last thing that we need to look at are the WordPress settings. So if you click on settings, you're going to default to the general settings. This is going to give you your site title. It's going to give you your tagline, the URL of your website, the WordPress URL and the site URL. It's going to give you the default email address, some just general settings about date and time settings and whatnot. And what you'll see here, this says home-based business site, just another WordPress site. If you go here, what you'll notice is that up at the top, this is your site title, this is your tagline. And the reason that this is showing up twice like that is because we've got some things that have not been completely configured. If you click on writing, this is going to deal with how you are able to create posts for your WordPress blog. For most of this, you're going to want to leave default. If you want to be able to update your WordPress blog and create posts from an email account, you're going to need to configure that here. If you want to be able to use your iPad, there's a WordPress app for iPad, you're going to need to enable the WordPress, it's XML RPC, and go ahead and click Save Changes. The next section is reading, and there's some important settings here. So this allows you to configure what your front page displays. As you saw here, this hello world is a post. So traditional blog setup is going to have your most recent post first, and the post before that will be underneath it. And that's this latest post. You can also specify a static front page by creating a page and then specifying that it's static. But if you're going to use this latest posts, then you can specify how many posts, and as well as, do you want to show the full text or just a summary of that post. The next section is discussion, and this is all of the settings that deal with comments, and you can sort of read through these and decide how you want to handle comments on your site. The last section we're going to look at is permalinks, and this is actually very important. So this is going to be the URL structure. You can see the default URL structure is here. Everything before this is just your domain name, but this is going to be, when you create a post, what the URL of that post looks like. So the default is just a P equals, P standing for post, and a number. Then you can have the day and the name, the month and the name. You can just have the number instead of the P equals, or you can use the post name. What we like to do is use a custom structure, and I've just pasted it here. And what it is it's /% category %, /% post name %. And what that does is it's going to mean that it's going to use the category and post name, and from a search engine optimization standpoint, this is much better than using the default. So you're going to actually get the value out of the names that you choose for things. So then you're going to just click Save Changes. And that's the basic configuration of WordPress. There's a number of other things that you can do, and we'll address, like I said, I have a video that's going to tell you how to configure W3 Total Cache, and we'll create another video that talks about configuring the SEO, the WordPress SEO plugin by Yoast. But that's the basic WordPress configuration. Once you've done those things, you're going to be ready to create pages and posts and manage your data. If you've got any other questions, our contact information will be at the bottom of this, and you can find us at onlinesmallbizcoach.com.